Welcome to Just Vibe Vibes. Let's talk about last night episode. We're gonna just start from the beginning. We'll start from the date. From the hideaway, I think. Liam and Minnie, because they won the challenge, they had to go to the hideaway. When they went there, at least I would say this is the most fun I have actually seen Liam and Millie, because them, Millie looking through the drawers and then finding the nurse thing. That part was the most exciting part I've seen about both of them. If not, both of them are still boring, and the whole thing was still snooze fest, if I'm going to say that. But then when Millie came back, and they I think the producers make the girls go and talk to the girl, and the guys go and talk to the guy, because that cannot naturally just happen. But anyway, when they went up, I think at the terrace, and then they were talking to Millie was talking about the nurse, and the cat was like, "Oh, I'm sick." Hear me. That was so fun. Cass is so fun. Cass was so excited for her, even more excited than her pals, or her pals rather. Chloe was also excited, but Lucinda looked like she could care less. She wasn't excited about being there, and Sharon also looked like she could care less too. Anyway, the producers, you think we don't see you? I see you. I know that. Wait, now you want to tell me, let's even start that. You want to tell me that Liberty and Cass are very, very good friends. Like, they are, I would say, best of friends in the villa. And now you want to tell me that Cass was coupled with Toby and Liberty with Jake. They've never had breakfast together. They've never sat down together in a round table, because when you watch the after sun, you always see Jake with Toby together all the time. So you want to tell me that all this while nothing like that happened, but all of a sudden, the moment Toby coupled up with Chloe, now the day before yesterday rather, was breakfast, melon. Today, last night was now breakfast with and double dating, like a foursome, and then the girls were both wearing pink, because they just planned that. Please, we can see through you. Like, are you serious? Do you think we're actually stupid? Like, when did Liberty and Chloe become that close? They are not that close. I'm not saying that they don't talk. Obviously, they all live in the same villa, but they are not that close. And all that stuff, we all know that is praises that do it. And Hugo was the one that made the breakfast. I'm sure Hugo is the only one that can actually cook in that place. So Hugo was the one that made the breakfast, and then to Hugo for that. And then they all ate. So yeah, so that was nothing. I don't know, the person is trying to push that, he's a different man with her. Most of all these things, you can see how planned they are. Like, literally, it is planned. And this is not the first time they're doing this in Love Island anyway. This is not the first time. Remember, someone actually carved breakfast with bread, stale bread. I think that was season 3. No, it was season 3. I'm thinking it is Amber and Calm. I'm not sure, but it was like the bread is already cold and hard, and then they carve some love or something out of it. I don't know. Someone did that. So this is not the first time. I think I've been doing this for a long time. We know. Okay. Now let me go to Brad and Lucinda's day. They kept on saying it's their first date. I can understand first day outside of the villa, like they went out of the villa, but saying that it's your first date, you guys had the dates till that time. Although yeah, she dated 3 people, but that's a date too. But okay, they went out. They chatted. Lucinda said she's into Brad. I'm like, really, Lucinda? I thought he said he talks too much, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, and then she said her own town is where she comes from. It might be smaller than Brad's place. But why were you laughing with your 2 other mean friends about where he comes from? If where you come from could be smaller. So I don't even understand that. That made no sense to me. Like, Lucinda, she makes no sense to me. He said she doesn't say her head turning. Brad said he doesn't see his head turning. Actually, to be honest, I don't see Brad's head turning, but I do see Lucinda's head turning. So that was that. But anyway, Brad, don't worry. The truth of the matter is that he said at the date that, he hopes that this kind of dates, like he continued, this is not the last one. Brad, this is the last one. I think you're going home, actually. I'm sure that you'll be the one going home, but whichever the case is, this is the last one you're having with Lucinda. Except you guys go out of the house, and then you decide to have a date. That's it. But I don't see you guys surviving outside the house. Like, I see your relationship just ending in the house, especially if you go this early. I don't see you guys even faking it. Okay, so that is that. And then Sharon, what is wrong with you? Sharon now went to Cass to ask Cass Sharon, girl, to tell Cass that maybe she has feeling for Hugo. I'm like, What is in the air? What are these girls breathing? Because if you remember vividly, Sharon and Hugo were coupled up. Hugo did not even have chats with Sharon. He gave her the line that he was too busy in the same villa. But then the moment he liked Faye, he was with Faye the next day rather. Every day, anywhere Faye was, he was there. And I even talked about this. So what is making Sharon now feel like he likes her? Because she's touching him on the bed. I think Sharon is kind of like someone that likes to touch, like she likes to touch people, like feels. I think she's that kind of person. But really, wow. And then Kaz went to Hugo to talk to Hugo. Then when Kaz was talking in the confession, I'm like, come Kaz, did you hear what he said? But then when she talked to Sharon, she told her the truth. She made it sound sweet, but she still told her the truth anyway. That he's looking at meeting somebody else, and somebody else coming in that is for them, for him, for Kaz, and for Sharon. So he's not into Sharon. We all know Sharon. You could have just asked us. I know you cannot ask us, but seriously, you can even use your eyes. Like, are these guys wearing rose-colored glasses? Because even Kaz was saying in the confession that, oh, he said that his type has changed being in the house. So maybe it could be because of Sharon. Please, whatever rose-colored glasses you're wearing that is making you guys see everything rosy, it's not happening. That's not it. That's not happening. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Okay, to be honest, this episode was boring too. It was a snooze fest. Like, everything is just a snooze fest. I think the only part that I liked in this episode was when Kaz was carrying Liberty on her leg and they were talking while all the girls were in the makeup place. That's the only thing. Like, literally, what? Anyway, so then everybody had to go for the voting. I wanted to talk about this whole thing. I think I talked about it in US. If you watch my Love Island US, I talked about it. Like, what's the difference between bikini and this? I saw Amber tweeted that. I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm thinking it's obvious you're thinking, because I said it in my Love Island US. I was saying that the US people, they actually dress cover, so when they wear lingerie, it makes sense. But the UK people, their ass is already out every day. So what's the difference between lingerie and bikini? I talked about that. So what's the difference between that? Like, oh, you're wearing it. It doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't make no difference, because we see you like that almost every day. The part that's gonna show is the part that already shows in the bikini. So that's that. And okay, so the voting, Millie and Liam were saved first. I did not see that coming. I'm not saying that they like each other, they're attracted to each other, but to be honest, I don't see them being saved first coming. Like, that made no sense to me. I know that the first two couples, like the top two, is Liberty and Kaz. So that means, because it's only Liberty and Kaz we voted for, so Jake and Candice are just there by proxy. So those are the two. That the top couple, Liberty and Kaz. Yes, that the top, both of them. Anyway, but I think that's the first two. And then I think that then it would be Faye and Liam. Faye, Liam, like Faye and Teddy, and then Liam, and they will be both tying in the third and fourth. They'll be third and fourth position. And then I didn't see Hugo being in the bottom three. Like, I was shocked. Because when I go online, yes, I voted for Kaz. And I do have two phones. I don't know why I did not download on the other phone the app to vote for Liberty, because I regretted not doing that. So next time I'm going to do that. I'm going to have the Love Island app on both phones. Then I'm going to vote for Kaz here, vote for Liberty here. That's the only thing I'm going to do. But the Hugo lovers, I know that there are lots of people that love Hugo. I have said it, like, I feel indifferent a bit about him, because I feel like he's only good because he's not hot. That's what I think. Like, not that he's not hot in the villa. That's what I'm saying. No. So I feel like that's the only reason why. So I'm indifferent about him. But is he a nice person? Yes. Is he always making meals for people? Yes. He's a nice person, but he would also be savage if he was getting attentions like the guys are, because he always supports their decision. He's never a voice of reasoning for them. So if he's not telling them the right, he always even tells them the opposite direction. So really, there's no difference between him and the other guys. That's why I see it, apart from him being nice. That is me. That's my opinion. You can have your opinion. But Hugo not being voted, I did not see that coming. I saw Hugo in the top three. Like, literally, I saw Kaz, Liberty, and then Hugo, or Liberty, Kaz. You know what I mean? I saw three of them actually in the top three couples voted. So I was shocked when Hugo was still there, because I even said that Hugo and Sharon would be safe. So I was so shocked that they were there, but I knew that they were not going home. But then, surprise, it was Brad and Lucinda that in the bottom. Looking at it, it's still a win for us. I said that they're going to break them up. I said that they're going to break them up. But I saw one day, Amy was thinking that Lucinda is going to go with Brad. I don't know what word Amy is living in Amy. Please, you're out of Love Island. Don't be acting the way you're acting with Curtis like love. Lucinda does not like Brad like that. And Brad said will not even want to go for Lucinda. So I don't know what he's going, but he might decide to go. But I don't see that happening, please. And you want to say that how would they it's savage for them to decide one of them to go. It has happened before. It is not the first time it has happened before. It actually happened in season 3. That was how I don't know their names. The person that allowed that, the guy that Montana liked, that then liked another girl that came as the bombshell the same day, just the way Chloe came in. That guy, both of them, they had to separate. The guy went home. No, the girl went home, and then the guy stayed. And then the guy could not stay without her, then he went home, and now I think they're married in real life. So yeah, it has happened before. This is not the first time it's happening. That was why I knew that they are going to separate them. But the different things have happened. There have been times where they don't separate them and they're in the same house. And there have been times where they've separated them and one person has to choose. So it has happened. This is not the first time, so this is nothing new. And yeah, so Amber was like, nobody's going home. Yeah, I wanted the couple to go home, but it's fine. I see Lucinda staying and Brad going, and that's a win for us. We wanted Brad to go anyway. So if Brad goes, then what else? Then we can, at least Chloe and Toby can still be together, pretending to be in love. I see why they were voted, why they were safe, why they were not the least, because everybody was focusing on them going home, and there are some people that are shipping them. So those people shipping them now, so they will have a kind of concentrated, although those people are lower number, but they will have that lower percentage of concentrated votes. So that's why I think they're still in. But we need to get them out of the house. Out of the house. And I also forgot to say that the producers are also pushing Millie and Liam in our throat. They are boring, snooze fest. Like the whole this thing is boring. Like I told you, I watched it on the live stream, and everybody was saying that US one is better, because seriously, US is giving us everything. But okay, so that's it. I'm not here to bash UK Love Island. They're the pioneers, but this one is not giving anything. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So that is it for last night episode. I think Brad is the one going home and Lucinda will stay. That's what I think between both of them. Or they might, like, if both of them cannot come to the decision, maybe they might go together, but I don't see them going together at all. I don't see that. So that is that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Bye bye.